Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our Bohemia playthrough in EU4 with me, your host Luckymarine, where we have just taken a lump out of Brandenburg. Okay. Lose 10 prestige. No. 1 corruption. Get the corruption, we can pay it down. We probably are already paying corruption down by tiny amounts. Let's make it a little bit more. But yeah, right now we have to sit on our ass and do nothing. Just for the moment, because our aggressive expansion is a little high. Just a little bit. Also would like to swap out for I think it's on the 30th of December we can swap out. No, we can swap it now. So if we look around us, maybe Savoy? No, Saxony. Saxony, he will have, even though he likes us, he will have an opinion of our aggressive expansion. It's minus 45, and at the moment it comes down by 2.1 yearly. If we chuck the improved relations guy in the seat, however, that number changes. 2.5 yearly. Now it's tiny numbers, but it's tiny numbers with everybody, and they stack. So they stack with this, the improved relations. Once our overextension comes in, that goes up by another 13%. And there are IDs that you can take that are useful for HRE. Humanist is nice. What else? Diplo is very nice. Just to drag down your aggressive expansion, or people's views of your aggressive expansion. You can either go the improved relations route, or you can just go outright cut down on your aggressive expansion impact. Both are viable routes. Diplomatic ideas are always good, influence ideas are always good anyway. Humanist are pretty much the backbone of any good run. Romance for lazy, why not? Nope, you can't have access. That gives us access to you, gives us access to Mecklenburg and to Lüneburg, who's in a trade league. That is a tiny trade league. That would be a lot of money. Attacking into that and separately piecing them all out, that would be a lot of money. But then Mecklenburg and East Frisia were about directly onto Mecklenburg. Dithmarschen, Pomerania, Lithuania. Okay, maybe not. Let's build spy network on Pomerania though. We might be able to get Cologne. We might be able to get Trier. We might be able to be Emperor. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Lose stability or lose prestige, that's easy. Then with the House of York. Good. The best house to go for. Hands down the best house to go for. And we have 2 free rivals. Let's choose Hungary. What's going on with you? Allied with Austria. Well, I don't want our alliance with Austria to break, otherwise he'll end up asking for stuff back. So instead, no, I don't want anyone on here. I really don't want anyone on there. The thing with picking rivals inside the HRE is that 9 times out of 10 they'll use that as an opportunity to snaffle a big rival who hates you. Say, I don't know, Hungary. Hungary probably hates us. Yeah. So if we rival Bavaria, Hungary will probably pick him up as an ally. Probably, maybe. I mean, you know, sometimes. I'd rather not take that chance. You have glass, and glass is nice. So we need a claim on you as well at some point. France, still with your condottieri. No, I've already offered them once. Now we have unrest. We do have unrest, however. Rebel factions are only at 20%. Increasing the autonomy in these provinces would do it. However, I would like to see if making them a state will just calm this down a little bit. Solidify our papal relations, become emperor, improve our prestige. We might be emperor. It's conceivable. Yeah, it's conceivable that we could become emperor somehow if you don't pump out a child, or if you have a female and don't pass pragmatic sanction. Apparently back in the day, if you had a vagina you couldn't rule. Not my rules. Not my rules, but Austria has to pass a specific event. One of these. For pragmatic sanction. Oh, we've got it, have we? Yeah, pragmatic sanction. You lose loads of imperial authority, so you want to be doing it early. Or you want to pass a reform, so you have none. And then pass this. Fairly certain that you can pass it without imperial authority. And then people without a willy can be the HRE dude. Or dudette. Legitimacy or national unrest until the death of you. He's really good though. He is really good. Thing is, we're going to end up with, do you want a Podebrad? And I don't know if going Podebrad is going to be better for us. With Habsburg, at least, we have access to claiming thrones. On maybe Hungary, if they flip to Habsburg. Definitely you. We're only missing out on prestige here. We're only missing out on prestige. If we ended up with... Okay, hypothetically. Hypothetically, the Austrians pump out an heir, but he's got a weak claim. Or it's a female. Meaning we have till the age of... Well, then get to 15. To press a claim throne CB. But then also we become emperor, which raises our force limit. So we'd end up fighting Hungary, Baden. We won't be fighting ourselves. Planet amendment again. Maybe France would want them condottieri now. Do we stay Habsburg though? Do we stay Habsburg? I know the Podebrad that he's going to get offered to us. He's going to be a decent leader. He's going to be something like a 665. And usually, the Habsburg that they give you straight away at the beginning is horrific. It's terrible. However, this one isn't bad. And he's fairly young. His heir leaves a little bit to be desired. However, flip a few things around. Austria's not HRE Emperor, we're HRE Emperor, which might happen. It's currently heading that way. He loses, what was it? Manpower increase at 33,000, land force limit plus 29, tax income plus 6. He loses all of this. Turns Austria into a paper tiger. Bolsters us. An ally or two more, say, I don't know, maybe even Denmark. Who's your rival? France, maybe Burgundy? No, we won't be able to get the Ottomans. No. We might do. We might be able to. I mean, it would be terrible. Are we going to force the personal union on Austria? What a reversal that would be. Alright, we'll spend the money then, and we'll go for the -2 to national arrest until this guy dies. With the hope that we'll stay von Habsburg. That's going to be a weird one. I mean, on the test run, that I did with Bohemia. I went Podebrad, and when you go Podebrad, you piss off the Emperor by a million, and you can never play the game of buttons. Let's grab this claim. You come back. And who else? Who else do we tickle? Ooh, mains. Let's improve relations with you. I mean, we can't be doing any expansion just now. We've already taken a good lump out of Berlin. 3 provinces that are yet to call. It's given us access. Maintain with mains for now. 7 reasons. An alliance would probably give us that. However, how many do we have? 4 relations. Austria, Silesia, yeah. Well, Silesia is going to disappear off this list anyway. Teutonic Order, yeah. You can't marry into the Teutonic Order, of course. We just somehow need to push our prestige up. This unrest is coming down. Once it's cored, this unrest in each province should come down to about 4. Maybe? I will take all the tax. All the tax we can. The one that came in earlier is the one that we had our claim on. It just shows you how long. I think it takes like an extra 6 months. 6 months? 4 months? 5 months? Something like that. For a non-claim province. To go in. So it is worth it. Middle mark. Chances are we would make that entirely our own. But we'll need a state free for Silesia when you come in. In 1454. Okay. We'll leave off on that for now. Changes everything. Renaissance is year. You're voting for me, you're voting for me, you're voting for me. I'm voting for myself. Is this really going to be a thing? You're going to have to pass pragmatic sanction. Oh, average claim. I mean, he could pass pragmatic sanction. He loses legitimacy. Imperial authority of at least 25, yep. Prestige of at least 1, yep. Legitimacy of at least 90. Has a female there. Is an emperor of the HRE. Yeah, could pass pragmatic sanction tomorrow. And has my devastation come down here. Yeah, that's excellent. Right, turn you off. Make a little bit more money. Also, let's build a marketplace. Do we need a marketplace? Do we have any bits that could... Yep, Prahia would benefit from a marketplace. So, there you go. Anything with a trade modifier will benefit from marketplaces. That's why you want to concentrate your tradey buildings. How's our aggressive expansion? Is it ticking down? Down to about 37, 33. Yeah. We just need to keep an eye on... Choose Zordiev. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on Lithuania. The moment Lithuania wouldn't jump to the defense of Poland, I reckon we can probably get into them fairly aggressively. Are you come back from trio? France flips in and out of wanting condottieri. So let's just have a free diplomat. Also, let's improve the relations of the people around us. Improve relations there. Let's improve relations there. You can come back from mains now. What are you? You love us? You don't like us very much. Aggressive expansion. Let's improve relations. If they love you, they're not going to join a coalition against you. And you're down to just below 5. How many would there be if it popped off? 14,000. It might be worth fighting these. Instead of losing 25%, instead of all this autonomy going up through the roof. Instead of adding another 25% autonomy here, just to bring unrest down, it might be worth fighting into these. We're not going to be using our forces in the near future anyway, so I think we wait until the Brandenburgian separatists rise up, turn our fort on, hopefully drag them into Berlin. Hopefully they'll pop in Berlin. There we go, pragmatic sanction. Which means he's dumped a load of imperial authority. But people are still voting for us. There's a lot of people still voting for us. People still don't want to vote for a woman. Sad times. Sad times. And aggressive expansion is, it's slowly coming down. It is slowly coming down. I just need to take advantage of other people stumbling. You're still unthreatened. You're still unthreatened. You have no opinion of us anymore. Good. Wait, the point where it flips to green heart friendly is the point where we can take them off. Put them on somebody else. Right, stop training. We go to half maintenance and we start moving north. $80 is half maintenance, $90 is full maintenance, and move into one of the provinces that I don't want them to fire on. We can turn you on. And of these 3, wow, what want them in any of them? If I here, we can move in and be the defender anyway, so we'll just sit on one of the other 2. A river crossing? Yep, between Berlin, you, Berlin, Neumarkt. Yep, just rivers everywhere. Right. And then we'll get -100 for recent uprising, and by the time that has worn its way off, all the separatism should be done. 1 base stacks in Hradrako. You produce grain, and the admin is usually the best one to take. Base stacks. So I got base stacks. Admin points are the most valuable points. You still threatened. Still threatened. How are you getting up there? You're getting up there. How's our aggressive expansion with you? Coming down 2.6 yearly. That is 90% rebels. just 12,000 now. Let's take some real people off. So we're not taking attrition in that province. We can always move into support. You the prestige, yes. That would help. General with 100 tradition. Go on. Was he good? Is he good? 100 tradition, ladies and gentlemen. 100 tradition. This is a 100 tradition general. I think that I've been robbed there. I've been robbed of 25 prestige. Go on, separatist. Do stuff. Means rebels are more likely to survive though. Berlin, can we all sit in you? 17. No, not quite. Let's recall from you and recall from you. 14,000. Yeah. How are people's opinion? Yeah, they're right. You hate me, you hate me. That's to be expected. Pomerania hates me. Let's improve relations with them. Anhalt hates us, but that's because we kicked their face in. Actually, no. Let's improve relations with them. Greenheart friendly, but just negative opinion. And you come back from Limburg. And we will go to somewhere else. Saxony maybe. Brunswick. Nope. Saxony. I think people love us too much now. I'm struggling to find people that we can go on. No, your rival is no point. Nuremberg, let's improve relations with you. Should be doing something with our diplomats. Turning red numbers into green numbers is always a good idea in HRE. Go on, separatists, do your stuff. Rise up. How much are you coming down by? A decent amount. Oh, it's a little bit boring. If we'd have taken just one province off Brandenburg, then we'd have probably been able to get into Pomerania a little bit quicker. As it was, we pushed our aggressive expansion very high, very quickly. But it was worth it to neuter Brandenburg the way we have. Also, the burgers are a little bit angry with us. Excellent. Popped in exactly the place where we needed them to. Let's have mercenaries. You step out first. We've got all the time in the world here. So mercenaries with our brilliant 100 tradition general. You'd be able to do this on your own, honest. Combat width is 20. So everyone can get involved in. I need this guy to get into Berlin a day earlier than the rest. So the mercenaries turn up and take stage front center. So they're the ones that are going to be taking the most of the hits here. Which should mercenary, 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 mercenary. Yep. Should keep our manpower pool quite high. Lost about 2,000 proper troops, and the majority of them will have been mercenaries. Anyway, you come down here. We'll have recent uprising in all these provinces now. By the time that minus 100 has vanished, the separatism will be down low enough that there won't be any unrest here, and these provinces retain their status as being quite profitable provinces for us. You come all the way down, and we will train you. How much do we get each tick? Military leader. Is that? Nope. We've still got our 100 tradition general. This 100 tradition. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pips. 8 pips, apparently. I can get between 2 and 8 pips with 14 tradition. So how the hell he's popped out 100 tradition general with 8 pips? I will never know. Now we can build church. They're quite good to place down very early on. So yes. I still haven't looked. Still didn't see. I'll concentrate. And I've just seen Poland start to move and Teutonic Austria start to move. So we need to have a look at what's going on there. 1553 at the moment, jumps to 15. No, it's not much, is it? Who are you fighting? Defending against Denmark. Oh, so Teutonic Order allied with Livonian Order. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to want Teutonic Order to come in and help me with Poland. But beyond that, I don't think I'm going to need him. After we've done this. 5 prestige. Could do the prestiges. Beyond that, I think we cut Teutonic Order away once we've taken a decent lump out of Poland. Or once we've got beyond him towards Lithuania. So that we can eat him. We can isolate him. He doesn't have much for allies. Alright, you come back. Let's improve relations with Silesia. So we can annex them. Oh, Berlin. Don't need that. Also don't need Praha either. Oh, you're already in. Of course, only put it up for the rebels. Damn it. It's all about min-maxing. All about min-maxing your income. I should really put those mercenaries down. But once they're up, they only cost money. And if you put them up and put them down and up and down and up and down, every time you hire them, you lose 0.15% for professionalism, for recruiting mercenary. It doesn't matter if they're already up, it's fine. In fact, I will go so far as to say that it's useful to have go on then. It's useful to have mercenaries in your armies, at least one, because you get certain events that pop when you have mercenaries in your forces that give you professionalism. And if you can get big chunks of professionalism, especially as a big country, like an Austria or Bohemia, Hungary or Lithuania, you train in all your forces, you're going to get a pittance per tick in terms of professionalism. Whereas the big events that come from having mercenaries for sieges and such and that, they give you like 3% chunks, 5% chunks, 2.5% chunks, which really help you to push that professionalism. I'm going to continue down the road of prestiges. You flipped, yep, we just don't have the prestige anymore. Speaking of prestige. Well, if Austria are going to retain it. No, we'll continue. We will continue. You come back. And you. And you. We can improve relations with you. And you. And you. keep those locks on for the moment. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it for... It's quite poignant. It's quite poignant. It's going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit slow, however, it's HRE work. You can't expand quickly because of aggressive expansion. We did probably take out a little bit too much of Brandenburg, but we didn't get thrown into coalition. We were just kind of on the cusp of it. Everyone was about 45, something like that. But for 3 provinces inside the HRE from an elector, that wasn't too bad. Plus it opens up access to other people, so I was willing to go for that. Aggressive expansion is coming down. It's in the 20s now, another couple of years, and we can snaffle probably 1 province of Pomerania. Just gives us access to fabricating on Denmark himself. But until then, do take care.